Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to share with you about the Buddhist meditation. And before we learn about Buddhist meditation, I would like to introduce Buddhism in the basic way. That is the historical background. Buddhism was born in northern India in 388 BC and founded by Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. He was born on the full moon day of Sikh lunar month, 623 years before Christ, at the beautiful Lumbini Garden, located in between Kapilavatthu and Devataha city, southwest of the country known as Nepal today. His father was King Suttodana and his mother was Queen Srimamaya or Queen Maya. Everybody can know he married Princess Yasodhara when he was 16 years old and became a monk at the age of 29. He lived a luxurious life during his 29 years old in his palace. After he left the palace, he studied and practices meditation with the very popular gurus of his time, Alara and Uddaka, passing many levels of the concentration and tranquil meditation. When he completed the course of study from those teachers, he left them to find the way known as Athankika Magga, or the Middle Eightfold Path. And he attained the enlightenment in the 6 years of his monkhood. His mind became free all of the 10 fetters. What is the 10 fetters? Number 1, personality belief, or Sakayatiti, or self-centered. Number 2, skeptical doubt, Vichikicha. Number 3, Silapata Pramat, means that clinging to mere rules and ritual. And number 4, Kamaraka, sensual craving. Number 5, ill will, Payapata. Number 6, craving for fine material existence, Ruparaka. And number 7, craving for the immaterial existence, Aruparaka. And number 8, vanity, Mana. And number 9, restlessness, Uttacca. And number 10, ignorance, Avijja. His mind is filled with clear understanding, cause and effect of sensual craving, and how to let go of craving. His mind was filled with acceptance of the way things are, and with loving kindness and compassion, clear comprehension of both visible and invisible mental objects, and all value of the simple and humble way of life. And he shined with the light of right understanding. He became known as the Buddha, the awakening one. What the Buddha taught during his 45 years, what his teaching? The Buddha taught us the Four Noble Truths, the truth of the beings with and without consciousness. They are noble truths of dissatisfactoriness or hardship of the maintenance, or that we call dukkha. Number 2, noble truth of cause of dissatisfactoriness or samudaya. And number 3, noble truth of cessations of dissatisfactoriness, nirodha. And number 4, noble truth of path leading to the cessations of cause of satisfactoriness or makha, tukha. We try to understand what is that tukha. The noble truths of dissatisfactoriness or suffering or contentment. Buddhism does not view anything in an optimistic or pessimistic manner, but Buddhism realistically views in everything. When Buddhism talks about dukkha or suffering or disfactoriness, it means the hardship of the maintenance and the problems of daily life, such as birth, old age, diseases, death, sorrow, and frustrations of every kind. What is undesirable is painful. The Four Noble Truth number 1. And the Four Noble Truth number 2, that they call the origin of this factoriness, dukkha samudaya ariya satya. The origin of this factoriness is many things that depending upon the conditions, every kinds of dissatisfactions origins in craving, or in Pali we call tanha, or selfish desire, which is the result of ignorance, avijja, or delusion, resulting in hatred, destruction, violence, and suffering in society in the past, today, and the future. Craving produces re-existence and the re-becoming, no pavika in Pali, and is part up with the passionate greed, nanti raka sankata, finding fresh delight now, here, and now, there. Tattatra rapinaha piniti, namely, the craving for sense pleasures, kama tanha. Number 2, craving for existence and becoming, bhava tanha. And number 3, craving for non-existence or self annihilation with bhava tanha. This craving, desire, greed, manifesting itself in various ways, gives rise and fall to all forms of suffering and continuity of beings. It should not be taken as the first cause, for there is no first cause possible, as according to Buddhism, everything is relative and header dependent. Nirodha, the noble truth of the cessations of suffering, dukkha nirodha ariya satya, is nibbana or nivarana in Sanskrit. To uproot the suffering, the Buddha introduced the path makha leading to the cessations of suffering. It is the cessations of craving, cessations of hatred, cessations of illusions or ignorance. The sutra has great details about how to practice ending these mental defilements. The last one, the makha, the path leading to the cessations of suffering, dukkha nirodha kaminipada ariya satya. It is known as the middle way, Majjhima Paripada, because it avoids two extremes. One extreme is to search for happiness through the pleasures of the senses, which is low, common, and unprofitable, and the way of the ordinary people. The other method is the search for happiness through self-mortification in different forms of asceticism, which is painful, unworthy, and unprofitable. The Buddha himself tried these two extremes, and he found them to be useless. The Buddha discovered them through personal experience. The middle path gives vision and knowledge and leads to experience, calm, insight, enlightenment, and nibbana. This path is known in Pali as Ariya Atangika Magga because it is composed of 8 categories, namely, in wisdom level, number 1, right understanding, samma ditti. Number 2, right thought, samma sankappa. In moral level, number 3, right speech, samma vaca, and right action, samma kammanta, and right livelihood, samma ajiva. And samadhi level, number 6, right effort, samma vaca, and right mindfulness, samma sati, and right concentration, samma samadhi. So the whole teachings of the Buddha, to which he developed and he spread his teaching, which he devoted himself for 45 years, deals with this path. Buddha explained the Dhamma in different ways, with different words to different people, according to the stage of their development and their capacity to understand and follow him. But the essence of those many thousand discourses scattered in the Buddhist scriptures are found in the Noble Eightfold Path and summarized in the threefold discourse, namely, not to do any evil, to do good, and to purify the mind from its impurity and mental defilements. The 8 categories of the path should not be followed and practiced one after the other in the numerical order as given in the list above. Still, they are to be developed simultaneously as far as possible, according to the capacity of each individual. The 8 factors aim to promoting and perfecting the 3 essentials of Buddhist training and discipline. Moral conduct, sila, number 1. And number 2, mental discipline, samadhi. And number 3, wisdom, panya. What is the moral conduct or sila? Moral conduct is the basic principles of Buddhism for the training and development of the ordinary person to become a perfect human being. It consists of commitment to avoid killings and harming living beings while trying to develop loving kindness and compassion. Number 2, avoid taking what is not given while trying to develop sincerity and respect for ownership and the possessions of the others. And number 3, avoid sexual misconduct while trying to develop honesty and respect towards the opposite sex. And number 4, avoid false speech while trying to develop truthfulness and sincerity. And number 5, avoid taking intoxicating drinks and harmful drugs while trying to develop mindfulness and awareness in daily life. What is the mental discipline or samadhi? When we develop moral conduct, we are sure to have a peaceful family and a peaceful society. Then we are ready to practice meditation for more mental culture training. through wisdom training. Mental culture developed the human mind to become a noble and perfect insight meditation. There are two lands of the mental culture: concentration meditation or samatha bhavana, and the insight meditation, vipassana bhavana. The details of meditation practice cannot be given here, but those who want to know more about information that explain in details about the meditation practice may contact Watai, Washington, D.C., and you can get more information about that. So the wisdom training or panya, wisdom is the way to see the ultimate truth of reality. When the minds of the meditation practitioners becomes calm, clear, and peaceful, he or she may apply the quiet mind to look at the ways of all things visible and invisible as they really are. Their way are as follows: impermanence, anicca, hard to maintain, dukkha, and out of control, anatta. When the mind understands the way of everything as it really is, the mind does not cling and does not attach to anything. The meditation practitioner will see and view all things with realistic approach. At the level of meditation, the mind becomes free from all kind of mental defilements, becomes a mind that can be called free, independent, perfect, or enlightened mind. The person who lives with this mind will always live his or her life in peace and happiness here and now, not waiting until after death. It is what the Buddha taught and the goal of Buddhism. Okay, back to the goal of Buddhism. What is that? The awakened one, the Buddha, classified people into two groups and set goals to them from according to their capacities. Number one, the goal for the householders and the goal for those who live monastic life or monks. The goal for householder is to live their lives as in a happy way by following at least 3 of the precepts of the Eightfold Path, namely right action, right speech, and right livelihood in moral training. This includes the administration and governmental affairs, as the Buddhists introduced 10 virtues of rulers or administrators to carry out duty and responsibility in righteous way. The goal for the monks or those who live a monastic life is nibbana, enlightenment, or perfect freedom of the mind by following the Eightfold Path as mentioned above. The monks must strictly observe moral conduct, sila visuddhi, and clarify their moral discipline set out by the Buddha, proved by the Sangha. Monks must train themselves in meditation practice, samadhi, vipassana, bhavana, to cultivate wisdom and purify their minds from mental impurity or delusion.